Hi guys, welcome back to the Baller of Fire channel. And today we're doing something different. Today it's gonna be coach talk. And we're gonna start this coach talk off with three particular coaches I have picked out. The first one being Mark Stützle. Now, I've watched this guy's coach the Newcastle Eagles this season. The reason I'm a bit disappointed is he has everything he needs to test the league, or at very least come second place. He's got MVPs, BBL superstars, and highlight kings on his team. So shouldn't be a problem. You should be able to win easily. Well, when I watched them play, it seems the players are confused, especially when they were playing against Leicester. We see Ward asking him, what was that play? He didn't understand fully what the play was. Mark Stützle had to go back and redescribe, or describe again, sorry, redescribe not the word, but to describe it again, what actually he means. So I don't know if there's a sense of confusion, because what I see is the team doesn't look like it's playing any of the tactics Stützle's picked out for them. It looks like they're just driving towards the rim, which a lot of other teams know that they're driving towards, so they make it very hard to get to the rim. Then they don't really have an option to kick out, because when they kick it out to somebody at the perimeter, those perimeter shots are contested, which is not a good look. You need to find space. So there should be people screening, doing pick and rolls and making that space happen, but it's just not happening. And we know we got guys on that team that can play make. We know that we saw them in the other teams a couple seasons ago, if it's last season, a couple seasons ago. So what is the problem? And for me, the problem has to be the coaching. I'm sorry, I don't want to come down hard on Stützle, but the coaching is looking like an issue to me. It's looking a bit problematic. So if Newcastle wants to go forward, either Mark Stützle has to take his team and make sure he's clear with them on what he actually wants them to do, and they have to follow it. Now, I was watching it live, and I remember one of the guys in the comments, CJ, I think his name is, on the live chat said that the players are just ego. So they're ego tripping. Many of them have big egos, and they feel like they shouldn't, they should do better or deserve more roles or get more time, something like that. But I don't find that credible, considering that in the British Basketball League, it's not the NBA, and it's nothing compared to the Europe League, not yet anyway. Now it will be, but it's not there yet. So I don't know how it's the egos are too big. I just don't get it. That's just my opinion. For me, it seems like they already don't like playing for Stützle. That's why they're underperforming. Maybe they don't believe in his tactics or his visions. Stützle's got to get that under control. He's got to get them buying his vision. He's got to get them believing in what he has set out for them, so they can start scoring again, because he has the team to actually either win the league or get to second place. The team is there. They got the experience, they have the know-how, and they know how to play basketball. They should have energy. I'll touch on another thing quickly, is that many people are saying that, tired and fatigued. They played around 3 matches in 5 days. That for any team is very tiring. But at the same time, it's up to the coach to get the numbers of players where he can actually rotate the players accordingly. Some players for Europe, some for home games. He didn't do that, and that's down to the coach. The coach has to talk to the GM, ask him, we need to bring in these players so we can have a better chance at winning the league. I can't continuously use the players I've got that play in the championship to play in Europe. we need to add some more players. And there's many British talent out there that he could add, to that roster. So, but that's just my opinion on Mark Stutel anyway. I think he's got to do a lot better for a club like Newcastle. They're a winning club. The amount of titles they've won, they should not be in the position they are, and it shouldn't even be a discussion going forward. This to be done really. I sound like what I sound like right now, but you know what I'm saying. All right. We're talking about Brian Simonian. Yes, so he's been utilizing a player known as Legend Robertson. He's playing him, using him as a centre or power forward, and you see how he's letting him get to the rim. He is a strong player, and he can get to the rim quite often. He then uses players to play in and around him. This guy has just come into the league. He doesn't know too much about it. He's already moulding a team around somebody who he can use to get buckets, basically, to get those points on the table. Compared to Mark Stutel, who's basically, I don't know his tactics. I can't figure out what he's doing. I don't know who his lead is, who the player who he's most focused on. I don't know if it's Larry Austin Jr. or if it's Ricky McGill. I don't know who he's actually using. I don't know who's the A team, who's the B team. And yes, there's an A team and a B team, because you need those rosters to change on certain situations. They all can't play at one time. So I don't know what's happening at Newcastle, but here in Manchester, we got Brian, who is just working these teams together. He's not got a big team this season. He's not got this lucrative, lustful team. He's got a team literally that is put together for him to go out there and challenge someone like London Lions, to challenge someone like Leicester Riders, because that's the ballpark. The team is from Manchester, and Manchester's a big city, so many people from Manchester expect or want their team to come close to winning a title. And so, this is the kind of pressure he's under, and he's dealing with it quite well. He hasn't won a lot of games, but for him to come in and you can see the coaching, how it's evolving. It won't be long before he starts winning some games and getting better. It will take some time, but he will start definitely winning some games. You see the coaching is getting there, players are starting to play well, and you can see that they're buying into it. And that's important. The players have to buy into that vision. If they don't buy into it, then guess what? Your team's gonna fall apart, and that's what I feel is happening with Newcastle. I hope it's not the case, but that's what it's looking like to me. So we're gonna move on to the last guy, who I think has been great this season so far, and you guys know it already. That's Ben Thomas. So yeah, Ben Thomas, he is a fantastic coach. This season, his team came out with all guns blazing, took Leicester on a ride, came out shooting, and then the second game wasn't so great, but he's bounced back. He's won literally a couple more matches against players. He almost won the London Lions match if the referee called one of the shots in the game. This coach, Ben Thomas, he's not got this superstar team, but he's managed to get tactics and get the best out of them. He's picked the right players for what he wants to play. Ben Thomas is an incredible coach. He's got Aaron Rye, who's looking amazing. This guy is just moved from the NBL straight into the BBL like nothing's changed. British Basketball League it's not changed to him. He's literally just come in, started playing, hit the ground running, getting points on the board. And then you have Skylar White, this guy who's a big, not normally known for doing 3-point shots, and his 3-point shots is incredible. So I think Cheshire is the one to watch. I believe what happened is coach Ben Thomas, after losing to Caledonia Gladiators last season when Caledonia won the trophy, he went back to the drawing board. He is making an effort to get that trophy, and I think his team and how he's got them coached, they will definitely get that trophy. I don't see much players stopping them from winning that trophy. So, but yeah, that's the three coaches I'm focused on today. Mainly being about Mark Stuttle, and how he plays. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just think, he needs to either communicate with Newcastle, tell them what he needs, talk to the players and tell them who. You have to decide, if it's a case of they got egos, you as the manager have to have the bigger ego. If the players are all telling you, oh, we're this, that, you have to have the bigger ego. You got to say, I'm the manager. I'm the one here. I'm the boss. And you tell them who's doing this, who's doing that. If that's the case, which I don't think it is the case, I think he needs to clearly tell the players what he wants them to do. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. And I'll see you next time. Peace.